Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Last time, we went into the Catacombs of Carthus, a small and simple area with a small and simple boss. This time, it is time for Irithyll of the Boreal Valley. Really? I thought his name was Vort. As much as I love Dark Souls 3's graphics, for the most part, I really like all the structures and the textures and whatnot. The color usage is a little bland, in my opinion. There is a lot of gray, especially in the early areas, and although that might be a deliberate choice because this world is dying and kind of fading into ash, so there's naturally a bunch of ash color everywhere, it does mean that some of the early areas can look really desaturated and boring, like Road of Sacrifices, despite being a swamp, kind of looks desaturated at times. Farron Keep is just muddy and boring looking, which fits its aesthetic, but still. And then the Catacombs of Carthus being catacombs, naturally it has to be a bunch of gray tunnels. So it's about time that we have something magnificent like this. This is kind of the equivalent of Dark Souls 1's Anor Londo, in more ways than one. We have a message here. Bring a doll to be granted passage. Alright, I'm assuming I've been granted passage. SCP-682 just broke out at Gate B. I want all MTF helicopters and MTF units to Gate B now. I repeat, SCP-682 is out of the facility. All helicopters and MTF units to Gate B now. I can't say that in a situation such as this. So this big beast, our first greeting into Irithyll. And yeah, he's basically a sign of the difficulty of the area that's yet to come. He's quite hard, but you don't have to fight him at all. That being said, I will fight him because why not? I think he's actually... Here, let me try using the club against him. The battle axe doesn't do that great against him. He has that lightning attack. Oh god. So I'm gonna try, oh my god, using this club. Let's see what this club does. 118, yep, this is doing way more. And this guy's probably susceptible to bleed. I mean, he's a fluffy beast. They usually are pretty susceptible to bleed. Beasts like this guy. Alright, time to focus. Worry not, this guy is a permanent kill if you can manage to kill him. And there's also a bonfire right after him, so, oh god, oh god. Oh no, what is he even doing? I can't tell, and I'm dead. Was kind of panic dodging backwards there, but it's hard to tell what he's doing when you're up in his face and the camera can't zoom out. Something I think works well on him is, surprisingly enough, the Irithyll Straight Sword. Despite coming from this place, I think it does a pretty good job against him, as that creature is susceptible to frostbite as well. I don't know if it is susceptible to bleed. I didn't give it enough time to find out. Oh, watch out for that leap. Okay, this... Oh my god, it is extremely susceptible to frostbite. Dude, you're literally from a cold region. How the hell... It was 2 hits to trigger. Oh no. That's an instant kill, really. Yeah, sometimes big grab attacks like that can be instant kills. Oh, that did a lot. Pyromancy there. You really have to memorize the timing for when he lunges like that. I didn't even know he was attacking until I dodged, and then out of pure panic, and then managed to be correct in my assumption. How did that avoid him? Oh, come on. Freaking... Hit him! Oh my god. I'm gonna die. There we go. I think on my first playthrough, I tried to use the Great Scythe from the Undead Settlement against him, and as is the case with most things, the Irithyll Straight-Sword is way more effective. He's a permanent kill, no more need to worry about him, and he dropped Pontiff's right eye, which is kind of why I wanted to get Pontiff's left eye, so we could have both of his eyes in our pockets. What does this do? Boosts attacks as long as attacking persists. Knights who peer into the black orb are lured into battles of death, transformed by the frenzied beasts. That's the exact same description, so I'm going to stop myself right there. So this is similar to the recovers HP with successive attacks, in that you need to attack like 5 or 6 times for the effects to actually take effect. For the effects to take effect. Real quick, I just wanted to point out how much lower we are from Lothric Castle and the Undead Settlement up there. That's the building where we fought Cursor out of Greatwood. That's the building with Abyss Watchers right below. And then there's big city of Lothric up there, big high wall of Lothric. We are so much lower than that now. Yet there's still a ways to go down. I just love all the vertical layers of the worlds that From Software creates. They're always so cool. Now we have a fog door. Don't worry, it's not a boss. It's a test to make sure you still have the small doll from the Cathedral of the Deep. Cathedral of the Deep is a required area, and you're going to need, if you don't have this doll by now, you're going to be stopped right here, and you're going to have to go back and get it before you can progress. I missed this item. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah. 1 homeward bone. So yeah, if you don't have the doll, you're trapped with the beast. Good luck. And with that, another bonfire right afterwards. I don't mind this at all because having to run across that bridge again would just suck. And probably having to go up the stairs out of the catacombs would be too much loading for the game to handle. So I'm okay with these 3 bonfires really close to each other. So this is a Rime Blue Moss Clump. It reduces frost buildup. Frostbite isn't that bad. If you do get it, it doesn't take a big chunk of health away, and the effects, like the slow stamina recovery, doesn't last that long, so I usually never use these. Weapons imbued with frost are a rare thing indeed, most of them originating in the Boreal Valley, sorry. More like the Boring Valley. Ooh. Yeah, rare indeed, which is why you get the Irithyll Straight-Sword by beating a required enemy. Almost. I don't think he's fully required. Well, we beat the big beast, so that's clearly the boss of the area, right? Let's head back to Firelink Shrine.
Oh, hello. Fine work, I say. Discovering Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, all in a day's work. If the tales are true, it is home to old moon-worshipping nobles, and should be packed with treasure. What do you think? Shall I go and see what I can find?
You will ask to pillage Irithyll if you cross the bridge, and probably light the bonfire. That's probably what the trigger is. So, we will send him.
A fine choice. I am Grey Rat the Thief. What I bring back will be worthy of that name.
I'm sure it will be, buddy. Before you go, I real quick want to buy this longsword off of you. Thanks. Oh yeah, and while I'm here, I'm gonna sell my things. So, something to know about these soul items, their sell value is the same as the amount of souls that they give you if you use them. So these give 2,000, 3,000. There's an easy way to see it right here. It wasn't until an update to Elden Ring that they finally just put how many souls they give you in their freaking descriptions instead of saying, used to acquire souls.
Goodbye. I will leave for some time. So long for now. Do stay safe, you hear? Or my efforts will have been for naught.
Goodbye, buddy. I hope you enjoy having 4 sets of the same set of pants. Now, where were we? Right. This beautiful city. I freaking love this area. It is quite a difficult area, though, so I should be prepared. Weary Warrior. I think that's our first one. For some reason, every time I pick them up, I always want to say the item's name as Weary Warrior, like with a weird accent. I don't know why. It's just one of the things I default to. Up this set of stairs is a ghost, but also our first enemy for this region and a really rough start. These are Pontiff Knights. From a distance, they launch those projectiles, and then when they get close to you, they swing their swords in the weirdest ways humanly possible. to the point that they're probably not even human. They seem to be very weak to dark damage, though, so I'm gonna bring out the deep battle axe for them. All right, I think there's a third one around that corner. Dodge past? Yes, there is. Oh god, the third one noticed me. Okay. These guys have a lot of weird attack combos and attack patterns, and they deal quite a bit of damage, so you're probably gonna want to fight them for a while to get their patterns down and know when to dodge. See, that guy attacked 4 times in a row. Alright, we got you with the shield over here. I'm gonna dodge that, and then I'm probably going to die because I didn't heal. Like an idiot. Oh god, watch out for that! There's a slight delay on the second swing, and the second swing also deals way more damage because they beef up their sword. They don't have very high poise, so two-handing this axe is staggering them every hit, so I'm just gonna... Alright, this guy's little enough health that I can hit his shield and he'll probably die. Yeah, there we go. Or she, I don't know. They're kind of like skeletons. Like if I take out the charts, yeah, they're friggin' dead. They've rotted away. Jesus. This is what happens if you serve in the Knights for too long. I don't know. Large Titanite Shard right there. I think we'll start to be being given those more regularly throughout these areas. What's over here? Soul of a Weary Warrior, once again. I actually have enough souls for a level up now. I might consider going and doing it. But first, there's an evangelist locked up here. We can't open it from this side, so we must find the way in from another side. She's very unhappy about it, but there's an evangelist from the Cathedral of the Deep down here. The Cathedral of the Deep and the evangelists are all have something to do with Aldrich, so we might be on his trail. Also, I'm pretty sure Henri literally said that Aldrich went down here, so... Hey, buddy. Reminder that I'm playing offline, so that is not another player's ghost. That's just a ghost. I have a theory for what that is, but I'll save it for now. Ooh, this clearing. Okay, so we have a couple new enemies here. These guys are very sad, like Irithyllian slaves, but they can still put the hurt on if you let them, and they are quite tanky. Oh god. Some of them are also invisible, which makes them harder, and then I believe, right after I kill you, coming down the road, yes, that is a fire witch, wielding that big fire spear. They have quite a lot of fire magic. One of them is like they shove the spear into the ground. Budding green blossom, interesting. They shove the spear into the ground, they send that wave of fire after you, and then they do that underneath you. They erupt a big fire pillar underneath you, so you're gonna need to dodge out of the way once they do that. They also spray fire like that, and I have to deal with you guys first. Hold on. Or they could just you do a flamethrower. They've got all kinds of attacks, and all of them suck. In fact, I think I might... Should I just go over there and try and kill him? Alright. Now, they've got a lot of health. These guys are kind of hard to deal with. Oh, god. I'm going to see if I can't... That's not what I meant to do, but I'll take... I was going to take it before the Fire Witch completely undid it. That's a torch. Alright, fire does not affect them very much. Actually, it affected them decently. It affected them no better than my freaking axe swings. Oh god. Oh my god. Good thing I moved out of the way of that. Oh, that was close. Okay, I think that's all this guy's flunky, so I can go kill him now. Nope, nope, nope. Healing now. Healing now, and let's go, buddy. They don't have very many melee attacks when you get close to them. I think they do still have a couple, so watch out. Okay. But they can still cast all their spells, even when you're this close, so do watch out for that. What? That didn't... He didn't cast it. That's interesting. Okay, you're literally one hit, so I'm just gonna ignore all these guys. Thank you. Now we gotta... Oh god. Oh god. This first stretch is really difficult, in my opinion. It might be wise... It might not be too unwise to just run past them and save the items for later. Because there is eventually a bonfire later down the road. As there usually is. I don't consider it that big a spoiler or anything. There usually is. That barely missed me. I should have dodged. I didn't, though. That'll be my downfall in years to come. Although it's going way better than it usually does for me. I remember my second playthrough struggling with this part quite a lot. Here we got a pile of snow. with 2 Rime Blue Moss Clumps. Nobody so far has inflicted Frostbite, so I'm not really sure what the point of that is. Not even the Pontiff Knights. If there's anything, it's people inflicting fire. Who inflicts Frostbite around here? I'm not sure. Okay, we want to get up to this guy right away. There are some Pontiff Knights coming around the corner there, so I'm just gonna... There we go, stagger you. Pretty sure he's about to do a melee attack. There we go. Gonna interrupt your attacks. That should have hit me. I would have accepted the hit there, but it didn't. And I got an Estus Blast back. Yeah, this is going surprisingly well. I think usually I have worse luck with the Pontiff Knights. Okay, there are those 2. They've both seen me. I hope one of them just hangs back like that. Yeah, this one's coming up to me. Yeah. Do that. When one of them hangs back like this, it's the best thing. Then you can focus on this guy. I think the other one's coming, though. Please die. Oh, God. Oh, they are inflicting Frostbite. I didn't notice. Where's the other guy? Oh, still down there. I thought it was coming up. They were coming up here. Okay, then. We don't want that. Gonna watch out for your attacks. You haven't done some combos that I'm really bad at. Hang on. There's a Crystal Lizard up here. If you don't mind, Pontiff Knight, I'm gonna go get rid of this guy first. This is a terrible idea. It worked out. I don't know how. I have Twinkling Titanite now, and you did not do a thing. You know, I was opening myself up for a good 5 seconds there, and you didn't take any advantage of it. Okay, this attack. I think sometimes they can do that attack a 4th time, and there's, like, no indication when they do. I think you just have to wait for them to stop. Oh, God. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean to roll towards you there. There we go. I would not at all say they're very easy enemies. In fact, I feel like I'm getting completely lucky with them. They have some attack combos that really screw things up for me. And they just haven't done them yet. But look at the soul payout here. We have almost 10,000 more souls than what we came in here with, which is extremely good. This thing increases its soul payout, I'm gonna keep calling it that, by a ton compared to Catacombs. Alright, down this path, there are 2 Pontiff Knights and a Fire Witch back there. I don't think I've ever actually taken these guys on, because I've always been too scared to. If you walk up close enough to the entrance, they'll start patrolling. Yeah, they turn around right there, and that's when they'll start patrolling. You can easily hide from them by, like, going around this corner and waiting for them to pass. They'll go, like, all the way down the road, almost around the corner, and then they'll come back up eventually, so do keep that in mind. Not everyone has to die. I don't want to be responsible for too many murders. Oh, no. I thought the Fire Witch was noticing me. The Fire Witch seems to have increased attentiveness compared to the others. Alright, before I go in here, I wish to go up this path over here. Actually, first... Oh, yes, there's an item here. Good thing I came over here first. It's a large Titanite shard. That's good, we're getting a lot of those. How many do we have now? 9. I think it takes 12 Titanite shards and large Titanite shards and Titanite chunks to fully upgrade a weapon 3 times. In those 3 different phases. So here we have a bonfire. I definitely do recommend coming and lighting this bonfire before exploring around here, because if you die here, you're being sent all the way back to the beginning of the little central Irithyll rump. And that beginning section is the toughest in the whole area, in my opinion. Anyway, here's Henri again.
Oh, I thought it might be you. Good to see you. I never managed to find Horace. But my duty must be done, even alone, as an unkindled Lord Seeker. For the children I knew, bless their souls. We all have our reasons, don't we? Please, take this. Recompense for my foolish request. And also a token of protection. May the flames guide your way.
That's not a foolish request, buddy. Wanting to find your friend, asking someone to help you find them, that's not a foolish request whatsoever. Ring of the Evil Eye. Absorb HP from each defeated foe. I might actually use this. I'm starting to use my pyromancies less and less, so let's swap out the boost pyromancies ring for it. The horrid spirit nearly destroyed Astora, but was eventually defeated by the sword of one most noble. So Astora is the land where this guy's from. And also a character in Dark Souls 1 is from.
Ah, you are brave indeed, to face your duty alone. I would do well to learn from you. May the flames guide your way.
Quiet resolve. I don't think I've actually used that gesture. Okay. Roof of a Concord kept just sitting here in this church. Blood-drained shrunken ear. Souvenir taken for subduing the guilty. The knights called the Blades of the Dark Moon punish the guilt-soaked offenders of the gods and take this as proof of their conquest. The earless corpses of the guilty will be left behind as a warning to others, inspiring both fear and respect for the gods. Such is the eternal mandate of the Dark Sun. So this is a Covenant item. If you are a blue sentinel and you help someone deal with an invader, you get proof of a Concord kept. Okay, so from this church, we obviously have the bonfire here. We have these stairs up here, and I'm gonna go up here first. As what is up here? Actually, is there anything up here? Nope. But there might be more up there. We'll have to see at a later point. This path is actually the way to progress the level. So we're gonna come over here first and pick up the optional items. I believe the patrol with the 3 guys is about to be back now, so I'd like to avoid that if I can. You can go down here, pick up this Soul of a Weary Warrior. There's a Fire Witch down there who's like, hey, who's that up there? But I don't think he's gonna notice me. Nope. Must have been the wind. Even though I'm standing right here holding an axe above my head. This is what happens to you inattentive types. You take 2 damage when I attack you. That's exactly what happens. Those who are inattentive take 2 damage. I completely... Oh, you know what? You know what I did? I pressed right trigger instead of right bumper because I'm used to Elden Ring and Elden Ring's jump attacks. I've been playing Elden Ring lately. With Elden Ring's jump attacks, you have to use the strong attack, but with the plunge attacks, it needs to be the light attack. Okay, I hear the other Pontiff Knight, so I'd rather lure this one this way. Might switch to Pyromancies. God, camera, please, stop this. Oh no, the Fire Witch sees me. Oh well, this is a problem. I think I might run away for now. There we go. That's how that was supposed to happen. I forgot how that attack worked. My bad. So I rested at the bonfire to reset the area. I believe the group of 3 is now out on patrol. So we can deal with this Pontiff Knight alone. I really wish I could lock on from this distance, but no, it has to get that close for me to lock onto it. That's why my camera was constantly reversing itself, because someone at From Software decided it was a good idea to have a camera center feature and to map it at the same button as the lock on. Like this is Ocarina of Time or something. It works in Ocarina of Time because there's no camera control on N64. Or rather, no camera control in that game aside from it. Because the other buttons are taken up by other things, but still. Some things are better left to that era, let me just say. Lightning Gem. Let me guess, lightning weapons deal lightning damage. Scale with Faith. Okay. Faith is usually for miracles, so I didn't actually expect lightning damage to scale with that. What we got back here? Bunch of... Are those torches or pedestals for some kind of cool gem that you can put up to display and show everyone, hey, look how awesome we are. And then there's these statues. They're all of, like, kids praying or young adults praying. They look like kids, but they are taller than the player character, so I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Then there's Priest. That's what he looks like. There's 2 of them. The 2 priests of Irithyll. Almost said Lothric. That's not what this place is. Although it is a part of Lothric. Ah, okay, we can see an item up there behind a wall. A wall that might not actually exist. I was trying to think of a good, like, roast to give the wall. Couldn't come up with anything, because I'm great at commentary if you can't tell. Might actually take out this Chloranthy ring. I've had it on for a long time. And in other news, we got the Magic Clutch Ring. Increases magic attack, but compromises damage absorption. So our damage absorption for physical damage goes down by a lot. Okay, so I think it's actually, like, it's just physical that decreases. It's not magic damage for magic absorption lost. It's magic damage for physical absorption. That's interesting. How about boosts attacks when HP is full? That's a situation that happens almost never, but it could be good. And also, before I forget, I do want to change armor. This place is kind of cold, and this set looks kind of like a coat. So I think I'll go with it. This is what the Pyromancer class in Dark Souls 1 wears. It was changed for Dark Souls 3, what armor they wear, to start off with. Okay, so that's everything over here. Pretty sure. There's just this dead end, with... Oh, yes, this door to the side that doesn't open. Didn't show that off properly. So, before we continue, I'm actually gonna go back to Firelink Shrine real quick and level up. I'm going to want Vigor for this. It'll increase my max HP by a ton to over 800 health, and I'll boost Endurance a bit as well. Because I don't think I leveled up Endurance nearly enough in my first 2 playthroughs, so I'm gonna try to do it more here. And then, I'm gonna change things up a bit. Instead of using Pyromancies more, I'm actually going to switch to a Sorcerer's Staff with Soul Arrow. I don't know if the people here are that weak to magic, but I had a decent amount of fun with Soul Arrow in the past, and it's just something different I'd like to try. So we'll leave it at that. But before we go down the main path, there is one more thing in this region that I want to take care of. And for one thing, I can test out Soul Arrow on some of these enemies. So there is a set of, there's a duo of Pontiff Knights that go down the path here, as well as ghosts that follow them. But those 3 are frozen in place until you get close enough to the entrance. So I'm gonna sneak behind these guys. Oh, there's an item here. I was just looking at the statues. But there's a soul of a nameless soldier there. A soldier, as they are. It's hard to see items here, because there's a lot of, like, dark and white. There's a lot of bright white because of all the snow, so it can be kind of hard to see items, especially in the sunlight. This balcony houses the only case of an illusory fence. I think you could be able to see the staircase behind there, although it looked kind of like the staircase just appeared on its own there. Oh, God. Whatever, it's fine. You can see me if you want. But yes, this is the only time that something other than a wall is illusory and can be broken to... Actually, that's almost true, but there is something else that isn't quite a wall. Okay, it's probably less damaging, but I think it casts slightly faster. Yeah, it does. And this is even without the ring that makes it faster. So let me just use the axe on you though. And if I check, does it cost less FP too? FP costs 10, FP costs 7. Yeah, it actually costs less FP and less time to cast for a similar amount of damage, so the DPS might not be too bad. Although DPS in this game isn't as big as it is in a game like Terraria. So, from this secret route, we can now access the cell that the Evangelist is in, and as soon as we drop in, she does not notice a thing, but we can at least let her out. Hey man, you want to go back to the cathedral? It's right there. Although, killing her does drop something special. And other than this witch tree branch, which I'll take a brief look at. It's a staff, but I can't use it. Witch tree staves are customary in the far north and allow for faster casting than ordinary catalysts. Well, crap, if only I could use it, then it would be even faster, but that's 18 intelligence requirement. Is there a Pontiff Knight coming near? There was. Wow, okay, well, good thing I was around this corner. Yeah, Oh, actually, I can still equip it, but I can't use it effectively. Yeah, I don't know how the specifics of the friggin' attribute requirement system works, but it doesn't really matter. Hey, wake up! 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 Oh my god, no! That was a bad idea. I think I might die here. Okay, good thing you did that attack. I'm very thankful that you did that attack. I'm gonna switch to Irithyll Straightsword for this. You've got a lot more health and a lot more damage than the ones from the earlier areas. I pretty much killed him in, like, around 6 hits with the Irithyll Straightsword. You're a little bit more tanky than that, but that makes sense. Alright. Oh god. You're also susceptible to frostbite, as we saw before! The timing on those attacks was perfect with the broken camera angle. It was whipping all over the place at the worst possible times. Thanks, camera. Dude. Hello? What are you looking at? It's because they heard me on the stairs, so they were turning to look at the stairs. Alright. They don't really track you that well with that attack, I'm noticing. I had a lot of trouble with those guys on my first playthrough and my second playthrough, but now I'm noticing a lot of holes in their attack patterns, which is not a bad thing. I mean, if they didn't have those holes, I'd probably consider them too strong. Okay, this time, we're going to start with a big attack. There we go. Get that frostbite. Yeah, there we go. All right. Thought you would stagger from that, but I guess these aren't heavy enough attacks. Poor child, come to me. Alright. She drops Doris's Gnawing. I'm pretty sure her name is Doris, and this is her gnawing. Summons great insect swarm to feast on foes. I can see why they locked you up. Those who linger too long on the brink of the deep will often slip. Doris is sure to have wallowed in its darkness, intoxicated by its peril. This takes you back out towards the central Irithyll bonfire, but we do not want to be there. We want to be the opposite direction of from there. Ignore that statement, we actually do. Now that we have killed the beast on the bridge and lit this bonfire, there's something new to find out here that I can imagine many players missing. Because there's never any reason to go back across this bridge other than admiring the cool view once again, which I can't blame you for if you choose to do. I think it's way over here. Almost towards this bonfire up here, which is kind of pointless, by the way. It's okay. There is a summon sign requesting cooperation. This is an offline thing as well. Answer Cirrus of the Sunless Realms, included her last name here, call for cooperation to be summoned as a phantom? Sure. This is the only time offline that you get to be summoned by something, and it's in a couple select instances, such as this one. You can join this battle no matter if you're embered or not, and there is nothing to lose by doing it. We are fighting Creighton the Wanderer, Dark Spirit. If either we or Cirrus die, we lose and are kicked back out, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, let's kill him. Creighton the Wanderer is a character from Dark Souls 2, who might also be an invading spirit. I'm not fully just clear on that. Cirrus is able to heal herself with a miracle and wants to do it again, even though she's only like a little notch down. Sure, whatever. I guess she has more health combined than I do, so let me try the deep battle axe on him. Let's see if this will work. Okay, that doesn't. That's terrible. That sucks. Irithyll straight sword it is. We fight in Irithyll, we use Irithyll weapons. That's how this goes. I'm sorry to point this out. Actually, 64 damage from that. How much did this do? Okay, 58. Sorry to point this out, Cirrus, you're doing barely any damage to him. I just want to say. Nice job on hitting him, though. He does, unfortunately, use an Estus Flask, but it's typically NPCs that have Estus Flasks have way less than you do. Because the rest of the health that the 8 Estus Flasks that we have would have given him are instead pumped into his health bar. Speaking of Estus Flasks, notice that as a Phantom, our Estus Flasks are actually halved. Both of them are, so I only had 4 uses of it. And I only have 1 use of Ashen. That is the little debuff you're given when you're summoned as a Phantom. I believe you also lose your Embered maximum health if you get summoned as a Phantom. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen him use it twice before. Oh god, if he hits me twice, I'm dead. But that's okay, I'll just cut to when we win. Because this is pretty much how the fight's gonna go. Yeah, that's how the fight's gonna go. You died, returning to your world, and so did Cirrus. What a shame. Yeah, we didn't lose any souls or anything, and we can just try again right away. A rare example of dying meaning absolutely nothing. Other than a time waster, I guess. Don't kill her. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Why are you walking in place, buddy? You know what? I'm curious. Oh, he's coming after me. I was gonna equip the club, but then he started coming after me and I got nervous. Oh, what? How are you able to reset yourself that way? You notice how he went from the swing directly into standing up? I can't do that. Why can he? Actually, can I do that? I probably can. Fuck. Whoa. I've never seen this screen before. That's cool. If you open the status screen and click Y, you get this. Okay. I didn't know that screen existed. Ah, yes. What I was trying to equip was the club. What is that? Did you see that? He delayed those attacks for like 5 seconds. This isn't Elden Ring, buddy. Wrong game. He delayed those attacks endlessly. I didn't even know you could delay attacks that long as a player. There, I used the rapid flurry of strikes. It did like no damage, so I'm really happy about that. Actually, it probably did quite a bit. The individual hits themselves don't do a lot. All right, I do want to at least put it back on. I think the main strategy might be to let Cirrus hit him so that he gets distracted onto her, and then you can use that chance to get some hits in get some free hits in, and then you can hit him a lot more effectively than Cirrus will. Sorry to throw shade at you, Cirrus, but you really don't do that much damage. Please heal. Oh yes. Okay. Oh god. Are you serious? I couldn't dodge. Heal, please. Cirrus, please heal. Heal. Thanks. Oh my god. I have to be careful. I can't interrupt his attacks. His regular attacks, at least. And the follow-up there. No healing. No healing allowed. Took a long time for Bleed to get in. Come on. Okay. That might be his last flask. I hope it is. Yes, it is. He was doing the, oh, I don't have a flask animation that I haven't shown. Oh, but he can, okay, sure, whatever, man. Whatever, bro. I hope you have a limited amount of whatever that was. Hidden blessing or a spell, I don't know. I sure hope you can't do that forever. No. Oh my god. That combo sucks. What is that? I can't believe the fight with that guy was more intense than the fights with the Pontiff Knights.
Thank you for your kind assistance. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Yeah, no problem. See you later. That guy, I beat him like 2 tries on my first 2 playthroughs. Why did he take me so many tries that time? I have no idea. Well, you don't get any soul rewards for doing that, but you do progress Cirrus's quest a little bit. So, let's continue. Besides, you lended a helping hand. You don't always get something in return for it. Switching the Irithyll Straightsword back on, and now it is finally time to go down here. So if you go back and do that little fight, down here, Creighton the Wanderer can invade you. If you're embered, of course. Thankfully, I am not embered, so all we have to deal with are these guys. This guy, I may not have clearly shown since I was holding my sword over him, which emits particles, but he just appeared here. Does he attack? Okay, yes he does. These guys are starting to show a new ability of theirs. They're invisible. Yeah, okay, oh god. This guy was like a floating cloud and a pair of eyes, and then he disappeared as he made his way over to me. So these guys are gonna start being invisible and can ambush you that way. Fading Soul. Fading Soul is my reward for coming all the way out here. Over here is a obvious optional area. Another Fading Soul. Okay, I guess these guys must have dropped that. What are you? Oh god, you're one of those things from Road of Sacrifices. No, fuck. I didn't know you were one of those things. Alright. Stop it. Oh my god, I hate them. Please die, thanks. He's guarding 3 homeward bones, and behind the grave, undead bone shard. Very much worth getting. As you could imagine. It's interesting how not only is your max health being increased directly with Vigor, but you're also increasing it with Estus shards and Undead Bone shards. And the way you find those is through exploration. So I like that they added an element of, like, exploration making your character stronger to this game. Instead of just being straight-up stats that you have to choose, that you have the responsibility of choosing for yourself. This guy is just chilling here. I think I'm going to attack him. Frostbite allows me to not take them out in 3 hits. I thought he was dying. He was actually lunging at me, so that's good to know. Then we have this alleyway. There are a number of other dudes down here, as well as dogs. Those dogs have oddly shaped heads, to say the least. I'm gonna soul arrow them. Oh god. Okay, hello. Yeah, they've got, like, skulls for heads. They have, like, almost like human skulls for heads. It's very strange, and I can't say I understand it, but maybe the same thing that happened to the Pontiff Knights, because they are clearly skeletons, happened to these dogs as well. There's a third one hiding around the corner. Oh, they love to do that to you, don't they? Okay, there might also be an invisible guy over here. Rusted gold coins. I believe those are just stronger rusted coins. A rich man lost his fortune, but it returned to him twofold. He was swift to squander his retrieved fortune, smugly confident that it was bound to double once again. What is it, like those freaking... Hey, do you want 2 rats or double it and give it to the next person? That trend existed back in the medieval times, it seems. Alright, what we got here? Actually, before we go on, I want to try the boost, the shortened spell casting time ring instead of the full health thing, because... Wait, hang on. Let me make sure of this. Okay, no. I thought it wasn't in effect, but my health was full, so it was. Okay. I want to see how fast I can cast Soul Arrow. Let's cast it on this guy, who we can't lock onto, but we can at least try to aim. There we go. Now can I lock on? No. He was about to come at me with an attack there. That's why he disappeared. Either way, I won't be able to use spells too much because this room is really dark, and you guys need to be able to see. Because I know that the game is much brighter for me than it is for you. And that's a fact. Because when you start up this game, it puts on a special rendering mode that makes things brighter. I can tell, because this area is very gray looking. Even though it probably looks dark as normal on your screens. What the hell? I didn't know they could do that. They can drop down and ambush you from the ceiling. Well, I'm going to get out of the open then. Let's pick up these blue bug pellets. Those increase magic damage absorption, I'm pretty sure, as they do not increase resistances to status effects, so frost is out of the question. Oh god, oh god. This might be a mistake, leaving all those crawling guys alive. I didn't realize I was out of stamina. It's okay. Jeez, these guys are rough. There's probably someone else coming at me right now. I'm gonna climb this ladder. Bye. Just get me out of there. There might be more up here, though. Look, camera! Come on! You can't do that to me. Suddenly, I'm down here now! No, stop that. I'm in control of you, you hear? Oh god, this guy can cast spells. They're not very strong spells, but they are annoying. For sure, and they can knock you off of these rafters, so... We need to be watching out for that. There's these guys crawling. Or they're dropping down. That too. Okay, you're crawling. The other guy wasn't, though. Okay, now I think I'm going to take these rafters back to the start of the room, climb down again, and then fight off the crawling guys. Which should hopefully not be too big a hassle. Because they're just crawling on the floor. How much damage could they possibly do, right? A decent amount. That's the answer. I have that weird spit attack. I've forgotten how these guys attack, which is strange, because it wasn't too long ago that I went through here in my second playthrough. God damn it. God damn you guys. Can't you just let me attack you? Can't you be good little enemies and just sit there and let me hit you? Honestly, the entitlement of some people nowadays. God, I love that. I love just taking them all out really fast. I don't love being hit as I'm going to do it, but that's just me being a hypocrite, so I shouldn't say that. Ow, fuck. Okay. There we go. What's this item? More blue bug pellets. Those are magic absorption, right? Yeah, I knew it. Because I recently remembered that bug pellets are absorption, not resistance. If they were resistance, then it would be frost. I got a bunch of barrels in here. I guess I'm gonna break all of them. I like how the barrels don't seem to contain anything at all. Neither do the boxes. Those shelves at least have pots on them. Pots of nothing, I presume. Okay, so I think there are 2 exits out of this building. One of them goes to an optional item and the other just exits. Camera. Seriously? It's not that big a deal. I mean, I don't lose like, control of my character or anything. Okay, this is probably the optional path. If I had to guess. You drop down... Maybe I'm remembering this incorrectly. No, okay, you just get taken to this ledge above here and the regular exit is down here. I don't understand the point, but cool. That area looks vaguely like somewhere that you aren't meant to be. Just something about the way that floor looks tells me you're not supposed to go there, so I don't think there's anything up there. Maybe there is, you never know. Okay, that guy's invisible. He's coming up to me right now. You can use audio cues for this. I did not use them that effectively, though. Because I'm talking. I thought you were dead. Let me switch back to the deep battle axe for them, because I think the enemies around here are weak to dark damage. Oh no, it does a similar amount of damage to them. They're much weaker to frostbite, but again, that's a resistance and non-absorption, so it's kind of different. Okay, there are a lot of guys over there, but for now, I heard a crystal lizard. And somewhere here, I believe in this one, we can hit this wall. Yes, for another illusory wall that leads to it. So let's kill it. No. There we go, and we get Twinkling Titanite. You love to see it. That's what's used to upgrade my beloved Irithyll Straightsword. That is the last illusory wall for this section of Irithyll, at least. For the section of Irithyll we're going to be going through in this video. I'm not quite sure what that guy screaming accomplishes. I think it might just wake up, like, these guys over here. I do kind of want to get out of here, though, before I die, though. Let me just drink that. You know what? The sword attacks faster. I didn't know you were there. So I think I'm going to go with it over the axe. I ran out of stamina that fast. I guess I need to pay more attention to my stamina. Because, like, now the enemy's health... The health of enemies is starting to get really high to the point that it takes... Oh my fucking god, shut the hell up. That it takes... This guy's coming over. Nice job. It's gonna take like 5 or so swings to kill them, so that's when you really want to start paying attention to stamina. For the early enemies that die in like 2 or 3 hits, it's not a big deal, but for these guys, definitely. So on my first playthrough, because it was, you know, a playthrough on my own, I wasn't recording it, I was much better with these guys. I was constantly like aware of where they were. This guy's coming. Or not? If you don't mind, I'm gonna listen out for a little while. Okay, he's casting those. I hate that. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm super dead. He's coming. I hear one coming. Kind of close. He sounds kind of close. Where is he? Oh, right there. Okay. I heard him in the right, so I knew he had to be really, really close if he got close enough to go to the right. So if there were only 2 over here, then you should be last one. Launch those 2, and then let's get you dead. All right? No more. Thank you. Blood Gem. Lacerating weapons. Inflict lacerating damage. They inflict bleed. Most effective with sharp or spiked weapons. Slurped by Irithyll slaves. Some of the enemies in this game, you're kind of like made to feel bad for killing, and this is one of those cases. But I mean, they're attacking me. They're going invisible to do it more effectively. I think it's justified a little bit. A little bit. With 1 flask left, I think I'll actually be okay. Because down here, there's not that many enemies, and the few that are here are pretty simple. So we have some green blossoms right there, which, by the way, we got budding green blossoms earlier. Yeah, large temporary boost to stamina recovery speed. Flowers of the green blossom are ethereal, blossoming only on the surface of chilled but not frozen water. I just remembered that I took off the Chloranthy ring, so that's probably why I'm being worse with stamina management, because it's not regenerating as quickly as it does with that on. Ring of Sacrifice. These things, I like to call them Sadako centipedes, because Sadako... Oh god. Sadako is the name of the ghost girl from The Ring. I think. It's the name of the character from The Ring in Dead by Daylight, so it's gotta be the name of the character from the actual movie, right? I'm pretty sure it is. For the original Ring, at least. The Japanese version. So I dubbed them Sadako centipedes, because they look a lot like them. They are pretty simple. Their attacks have a slow wind-up for the most part. If they launch the poison, you can just sidestep it and then attack them afterwards. Oh, wow, this water's so much faster to roll through for some reason. Not quite sure why, even though it's the same kind of deep water. Maybe it's as fast as it was before and I'm not remembering. But yeah, they're no big deal as enemies. You can deal with them just fine. Oh, this guy. This is a slug from Cathedral of the Deep. That was by Rosaria's chamber, and he has great heal. Okay, two of them might be a lot to deal with. Let's see. Yeah, might be. Killed one of them, though. You done? They have kind of Bloodborne beast-type energy vibes. Aura. Something like that. Great heal. Restore high HP for self and vicinity. That's probably what Cirrus used. Honestly, I could probably stay near Cirrus and she would heal me in that fight. Only a select few have learned to recite this epic tale in its entirety, but those who do are amply rewarded. Imagine, like, telling yourself a story that heals your injuries. That would be amazing. Check this out. We just passed underneath the bridge that we crossed on the way in here. And check this place out. It looks so cool. It's so, like, visually distinct from for almost every other area in this game. And that's why I love it so much. It might be my favorite area in the game. I'm not completely sure on that, but it's pretty close. It's very high up there. It reminds me a lot of the City of Tears from Hollow Knight. That it's not really, like, it's a huge city with a blue coloring over it, and you don't really expect to see it with where you're adventuring. But then it just, like, the game opens up to this massive city, and it's like, holy crap. I thought we'd be heading to, like, the core of the earth, but no, there's this whole freaking winter city down here. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. So the few green blossoms and great heal we picked up are pretty much all there is to see down here in this big lake. Over here is a new area, but we don't want to go this direction quite yet. We can go this direction, but I don't want to. I will, however, head into this building so that I can use this bonfire. We've crossed a decent distance, and I'm at 1 flask, so let's do it. In fact, I'm not going to be going backwards, so let's just refill every single flask. I don't care about the enemy respawns. Back out of there, though... It took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to find the way forward, but it's this tunnel right here. I don't know how I ended up missing this for so long, but I ended up going all the way down there before realizing it. But yeah, it's right here. It's a little sewer section, so I guess we found the royal waterways of the game. Or perhaps the subterranean shunning grounds of the game. Down here are yet more of these Sadako centipedes, so I will... Camera, please, for the love of God. So I will take care of them. Let's... Actually, I think they might be weak to deep. Okay, well, maybe they are. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell, especially when there's two attacking me at the same time, and I have very little room to attack them. Let me, that's a torch. That's a torch. Do you know that's a torch? Whoa, okay. Big jump. That's you dead. Their attacks are so slow, I can pretty much just attack them, dodge backwards, and be safe. Okay, I don't think they're any weaker to the deep battle axe. Although, I don't think I've upgraded this very much. Yeah, this is +2. I need to upgrade this more. I think I had it more upgraded on my second playthrough. Oh, that poison that they gave me, that's toxic, which is a stronger version of poison. So let's try not to let that happen. But I think that only happens as a result of their spit attack. I'm gonna switch back to the straight sword for now. Dung Pie. What a fantastic reward for venturing this far. Turns enemy toxic, which is the effect I was just talking about, but also inflicts user. No thanks. Though the stench makes it difficult to carry on one's person, inflicting toxins on an enemy yields high damage over time. Perhaps some undead have fond memories of waste. Or perhaps not. Perhaps some undead have fond memories of the time that they took a really satisfying shit. Alright, and that joke is ending right there. I'm not going to carry it on anymore, because I'd like to avoid that type of humor, usually. What we got here? More dung pies. Well, if the Shrine Handmaid's gonna pay me some souls for them, I might give this to her, if she'll accept them. Or I could just, you know, leave them where they belong. Let me just, yeah, bye. I'm not even gonna drop them on the ground. I'm just gonna completely get rid of them. Delete them from existence. I like how that one woke up and noticed me before these ones did. Alright, I guess we're starting with you. Oh my god. That's toxic spit. Don't want that. These guys are extremely weak to frostbite, so that's how I'm able to kill them so easily. I'm gonna come up here, and then hopefully with the strong attack I'll be hitting more than one of them. Or I can hit one of them, that's fine, and then, I mean, the other two clearly weren't bothered by it, so that it worked out in the end. I don't know how I avoided damage there. Did I even avoid damage there? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I avoided damage, so look at how high my health is. And the ring I have on doesn't increase that much health, which, by the way, I totally forgot that I had that on me. Excrement-covered ashes. Unfortunately, this I will carry on me, because it's a key item. It's given to the Shrine Handmaid. Shrine Handmaiden prepares new items. Perhaps. Also, Shrine Handmaiden, when she's actually the handmaid. Perhaps it's possible the handmaid of Firelink Shrine could turn this into a few new things. Oh, to savor the sweet pungency, but what more? God, get me out of here. I don't want to be in the sewer anymore. Being in a kitchen with a friend sounds much better. He's sleeping. I don't want to disturb him. So I'll pick up this... Oh, this is Estes soup. Actually, I don't think I should waste that. I'll just move along. Silently. And if you're following along in this game, I recommend that you do this too. Don't talk to him right now. There's a specific reason. Just notice that the Mound Makers... I have the Mound Maker's Covenant on. That is not absolutely does not fit with Irithyll. Neither does the Wolf, but the Wolf looks better with Irithyll, so let's go with it. Got these fancy-looking assets that look right out of Amnesia: The Dark Descent, but I know they're not. They're in-house assets. From Software's kind of a AAA studio. This room. Our first semi-required encounter with Silver Knights, I believe they are. I cannot tell the difference between a Silver Knight and a Black Knight visually, but they are Silver Knights. That one's facing away from us. There is a second one up there, though, and if we go into this room, he's going to start shooting at us. So I'm going to lure this guy over there so we can fight over there. I might also Ember. That depends. I think they're weak to the Deep Battle Axe, so I'm going to head over here. I'm going to Soul Arrow him to get his attention, and then we're going to fight, and he's going to kill me. Watch it happen. Let's go. Hey, look at that look at that ring. Look at this. I'm casting them so fast! Alright, that's enough cheesing. Let's get the real fight on. He's imbuing his sword with lightning! That deals a massive amount of damage to you, so watch the hell out. Okay. Okay. They do stagger to this like every other hit, it seems. Sometimes he'll do it twice in quick succession, so watch out for that. Oh god. I don't know how that was that easy for me. I have no idea how. I'm at full health again, too. He dropped a Divine Blessing. And also, he's a permanent kill. He will not respawn if we die. Divine Blessings fully restores HP and cures status effects. Blessed by the Queen of Lothric. These also appear in the first 2 games, so I'm wondering what the descriptions are there. If they are blessed by a different queen. The Queen of Lothric, married to the former King Osiris, was initially revered as a goddess of fertility and bounty. After giving birth to Ocelot, her youngest, she quietly disappeared. I actually never read that before, but yes, Divine Blessing is an optional healing item, and you may, if you remember, it's one of the options for burial gifts upon starting the game. Alright, before I examine this room too thoroughly, I want to go up there and kill that guy. I didn't realize he saw me. Okay, there's a staircase somewhere. Where is it? Oh, God. I want to stay safe from him. I don't really want to die to him. Thankfully, I don't have to kill this guy again. Can he shoot from here? Oh, yes, he can. Yeah, that's why you want to lure the Silver Knight over to that side area. Oh, there's 3. It's okay. All of them are permanent kills. So, if I can just kill this one, that'd be good. Buddy! Earth to you! Wake up! There's an intruder! You should be on high alert! Alright, he's gonna do it again. I think he can sometimes do it 3 times. Yeah, I don't know if it's Elden Ring practice or what, but I'm having much less trouble with these guys than I usually do. I don't know, maybe the ones with the... Okay, I don't want to jinx it. Maybe the ones with the smaller swords are just easier in some way. There we go. Silver Knight leggings. That confirms that they are Silver Knights. You also had something else. 2 large Titanite shards. Awesome. We can get some really good upgrades out of that. Now it's the archer's turn, and the archer has forgotten that we exist. Must have been the wind. Those guys will come back from their investigations. I know they will. Oh, who are you? He switches over to a sword. If we get... Oh, God. That's right. Those pots have, like, frosty gas in them. Frost clouds. Not that it matters that much. Look at how much frost damage I took. Not very much at all. 2 large Titanite shards from you. If you get far enough away from one of the archers when they're in melee mode, they will switch back to the bow. So you could probably use that to get some easier hits in, but I'm not sure. I believe that's all of them. I recommend at least killing the guy in front of the big painting down there, as you do have to pass through this room to clear this area. Now, before I leave, there are chests back here. None of them are mimics, so let's open them up. Leo Ring. Strengthens thrust weapon counterattacks associated with Dragon Slayer Ornstein. That name might induce flashbacks to Dark Souls 1. One of the 4 Knights of Gwyn, the First Lord. Ornstein was the first Knights of the Sun's eldest born, and his cross spear is said to have pierced scales made of stone, as well as 1,000 players. More than 1,000, though. Smo's Great Hammer, another flashback-inducing name. Twisted Great Hammer associated with Smo, the last knight to remain at his post, guarding the ruined cathedral. Restore HP while attacking. A carryover from Smo's pass as an executioner, and can weapon earth to temporarily increase poise, I think that said. And another Divine Blessing. You can only hold 1 in your inventory at a time, so that one got sent to storage for some strange reason. Also, I just walked into that pot and it blew up. The paintings down here are, I think, of references to past Dark Souls games. That is a painting of Guinevere, the Princess of Sunlight. Basically, the Princess of the Kingdom of Lordran. That is a big old chair. Could be something to do with Dark Souls 2, but Dark Souls 2 isn't referenced as often. That might be also something to do with Dark Souls 2, I don't know. Isn't referenced as often in this game because the director of Dark Souls 1 and 3, Hidetaka Miyazaki, didn't direct that one, so he left a lot of things out. That is the Duke's Archives from Dark Souls 1. And this is... something. I have a couple ideas of what it might be, but I'm not fully clear on what they are. Did that candle stand break while we were fighting? That's a shame. The candle stands are freaking awesome. Let me break another one so that one can join it. One can join that one in its death. I'm very surprised that I'm coming out of that room with 6 Estus flasks, can I just say. This next stretch, though, a little bit rough. We have a lot of Irithyll slaves that cast magic, combined with my favorite, dogs. A lot of dogs, and strong dogs at that. So let's see how we do here. We do have to get all the way through this sequence to get a shortcut. Also, if you are Embered, you can be invaded by the Londor Pale Shade. If I were Embered, I would be invaded by him because I am no longer affiliated with Yuria. That was amazing. I just needed to take a moment to point that out. That was incredible. I can't believe I did that. Oh god, okay. I can't believe that happened. Let me see if I can get some other dogs to aggro. I've got a soldier right there. Okay. Let's attack you. There we go. I let some stamina regenerate that time. Yeah, that did not do very much damage whatsoever. I wish I could lock onto you, but when invisible, you can't. I think I'm going to attract the attention of some dogs. Fuck. Fuck, he's alive with like 1 tick of health. I have to run away though, because the dogs are gonna be nasty. Gonna heal. Okay, being attacked by 2 dogs at once kind of sucks. Oh my god. Oh, that magic projectile stopped there. Thank God for that. Oh my god. Please target the dogs. I hate when an enemy goes even slightly far away. Game's like, oh, I guess they don't exist anymore. No need to lock onto them. They aren't a problem. Freaking... I'm trying to use my roll attacks here. Okay, thank you for staying still. My weapon freaking plinked off of something, so I wasn't able to do a follow-up. I hate when that happens. Alright, then thank you for doing nothing. I'll take it. Alright. Can I... Just die, please. I'm pretty sure even that isn't the end of dogs, which sucks. Alright, where's the guy with 1 tick of health that almost got me, that almost ambushed me? Is that you? Are you the guy with 1 tick of health left? If the health bar is that empty, you really should just kill them. Okay, I got another Estus flask back from that. Yes, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're not done with the dogs. I hear one barking. Let me try and... Oh. Okay, good. I did take a hit from one of those, but I think we should be done with the dogs now. I think. We might not be. Alright, well, we're at least done with the magic guys. So, what's this? Large Titanite Shard. This here is a lift, as the British would call them. And everyone in this game has a British accent, so that extends to them as well. This opens up the door that leads you back to this area with the 2 patrols, and the Church of Yorkshire just over there. That's what that place is called. Now, I want to see, I might go rest at Church of Yorkshire just to make sure I'll respawn here. And then I was going to follow that up with, see if I can get through this next section with 3 flasks. Forgetting that by resting at the bonfire, I'm refilling my flasks. And I'm respawning everything, so really, that was a terrible idea. And we should be fine, let's just do it. I also do have quite a lot of souls. I'm just gonna bank on the fact that I don't die here. Okay, maybe that was a little bit, okay, maybe I should have come back down there. Maybe I should not have rested at the bonfire. Jesus. My souls are right there, it's okay. So going to the right seemed to activate the other dogs, therefore, I think I will try not to do that. My souls are out there. Are you serious? Alright then, let's run to get them. Okay, that's the only dog that activates from here. That's very interesting. Goes to show that some of the enemies in this game, and in other FromSoft games in general, only activate with, like, specific triggers when you pass through certain zones of the map. Like, these guys, these 2 dogs over here, I did all that, and they haven't woken up. So, clearly those guys don't really care about the stealth mechanics, the very bare bones stealth mechanics. Because, like, they only activate as I'm going down that other path, or as they see me, or as whatever the heck happens. Here's a whole section of the city that you can't explore, but there it is. I mean, not that there's much interesting to see. It's like the same building copy-pasted 5 times, but... it looks pretty. But it is the same building over and over again, basically. This room, okay. This room's nothing that special. I just wanted to give it kind of a dramatic, tone. This room. Okay, it just has a bunch of these ambush guys in it. This guy's coming up here. He's coming out the door, and he's about to attack. He's, like, right here. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's right. You know what? There's someone else coming out. This should be right there, yep. Oh, I actually got the audio cues right. I think we might be able to approach the room... Are you serious? Oh, you didn't even try hiding yourself. There we go. I think we might be able to approach the room from here. What's this? Large Titanite shard. I love it. I can use that to upgrade my axe quite a bit. My axe body spray so that I smell better. After all this fighting I'm doing, I probably need it. And these guys that cast magic at us, we can now attack them from this angle. Get behind them. It's pretty cool. I think there are a couple of frostbite pots up here though, so watch out for that. Yeah, fantastic job. You did wonderful with that. I think that guy was actually not aggressive. Whoops. Man, all these guys are just like sitting still. Do they even want to attack? Alright, this one wants to now. But I can't blame them since I've been killing all the other ones, so... Oh god. Where's the other guy? Right there, okay. Managed to kill both of them with that. The friggin' yellow orb going to me after every enemy kill is confusing me, because I keep thinking it's Estus for a second, but that's the absorb HP ring. I think it's the Ring of the Evil Eye that we got from Henri. Well, I only have one thing left to say to these guys.
I'm sorry.
The game made me do it. You gave me souls. Does that make you feel a little bit better about yourselves? You helped me along my journey. Besides, next time I set out a fire, you're all gonna come back. Alright, here we got a Pontiff Knight with a scythe. It's been quite a while, so I might actually heal to full for this guy. It's been quite a while since I fought this one, but it's okay. He's just not gonna attack at all. Yeah, it's fine. Just don't attack a single time. Okay, attack twice. I know, wow, what a hard enemy, right? I think that one has much harder attacks. It just chose not to use them. There are 3 Pontiff Knights up here, if I do remember correctly. Those shields aren't too strong, so I'm just gonna hit them away. Could also try kicking. That was a lot of damage to come from an attack that completed itself in 5 frames. Thanks, buddy. Alright, who else we got? I think there's one more. Around this corner? Or maybe there were only 2. I guess there were only 2, and we lured both of them out with the power of noise. The magic power of noise. You want to go down here first before doing anything else, because... Oh god, that's right. Okay, there are a couple of slaves here. There we go. Then this tree is beautifully placed. Whoever placed this tree deserves a... Is there the opposite of pay raise? A pay lower? A pay degrade? That isn't serious. I'm sure they worked really hard on this game and they deserve the money they got, whatever money they got. Possibly even more than whatever they got. I'm just making jokes. Anyway, that's a shortcut that takes us back down. I didn't even show where it took us. It takes us back down to that fire witch that we plunge attacked much earlier. The Church of Yorkshire isn't too far away, and there... Oh, God. Please don't come up here, buddy. I don't want to have to fight you. Actually, I might have to fight you, because there is this drop that takes us to this item. with some force fall damage. This is a ring, the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn, and we will check that out in a bit. Jesus. Is there any need for the rudeness? Recharge stamina. Wow, your stamina really does recharge slower than it does with the ring on. That ring really helped me. I should take it off, though. I should get used to how it is normally. Pontiff Knight Curved Sword. The Pontiff Knights have a chance to drop a really cool-looking set, and if possible, I would really like to get it. So I might do some off-camera farming to get it. Frigid spirits that linger in Irithyll. Yeah, they seem to be spirits, all right. Appears to be eaten away by insects. I didn't know swords were a delicacy among insects, making it lightweight but also brittle. 90 durability. Yeah, I know. Real brittle, right? Let's take a look at this. 80. 80 durability. This thing's brittle. It has more durability than the Irithyll Straight Sword. So it's even less likely to break unintentionally. You can kind of see why they removed durability completely in Elden Ring. In this game, it's a freaking joke. It doesn't even exist. Taking a pit stop at Firelink Shrine to level up, putting 1 point in strength, dexterity, and faith for a very specific reason. I love being mysterious like that. You can tell because I do it a lot. In addition, Cirrus is back.
I have not thanked you for your generous rescue. That dark spirit was one of Rosaria's fingers. Vile bastard offspring who lurk in the darkness. My sworn enemies. Fearsome invaders, to say the least. I would not have made it alone. You have my deepest gratitude.
Yeah, I can tell you were only doing 12 damage. Blessed Mailbreaker and Silver Cat ring she gives you. One of those is a lot more interesting than the other.
If you require help on your travels, I offer you my sign. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Good thing I haven't joined Rosaria's fingers or given her any pale tongues, or else you'd probably not be too happy with me. Oh god, these guys are placed to ambush you so bad. Hey! Hey, idiot! Stop doing that! That is not the most effective thing you could be doing to help your chance of survival here right now. I'm sorry to say, buddy. Is the other one gonna come back up? I didn't remember that they went all the way down the stairs. I just love cheesing things with magic. Magic is usually seen as much easier than melee, and it's not hard to see why. Pretty much any ranged attack is easier to land than melee. What I find, though, is that ranged attacks or magic attacks can easily be countered by enemies that have ranged attacks as well. Just as melee can be countered with melee. So magic is not an all-powerful, easy mode. It's a little easier in some cases, but there are some times when it may be harder. Ring of the Sun's Firstborn, which I forgot to look at, greatly boosts miracles who inherited the light of Gwyn the First Lord. The Sun's Firstborn was once a god of war until he was stripped of his stature as punishment for his foolishness. No wonder his very name has slipped from the annals of history. Then what Cirrus gave us, the Silver Cat Ring prevents damage from falling. It does not, however, prevent instant deaths from falling more than 20 meters. I think it's 20 meters anyway. That's how it is in Dark Souls 1 and Elden Ring, so I just kind of assumed. If you fall too far, you will instantly die, but if you fall and you only take a bit of damage but don't die, this ring will prevent that. Falling for too far, however, will still instantly kill you even with this ring on. In the Age of Gods, or possibly just following it, an old cat was said to speak a human tongue with the voice of an old woman and the form of a fanciful immortal. I should really use these rings of sacrifice once in a while. They've just been sitting in my inventory. So, up here is, obviously, the boss. And for NPC summons, they are all actually right up here as well on this platform. You can summon in Blackhand Gothard, for no requirements, as well as Henri of Asura, whose requirements I actually haven't fulfilled. I'm afraid to say I can't get into that until much later. And finally, if you're affiliated with Yuria, the Londor Pale Shade can be summoned here. Pretty sure this is the last time the Londor Pale Shade invades you in the game, so once you've beaten this boss, it can't invade you anymore, so So not only can you summon 3 characters, but one of them is guaranteed to be summonable, which is a good thing. Because what we're about to fight might very well be the biggest challenge you will face in this game. Great start, buddy. Oh my god. This dude never quits. Pontiff Sulyvahn is, in my opinion, one of the hardest bosses you will ever fight. The Abyss Watchers you can still win even if you don't fully get their moveset because their health is low enough to allow it. This guy, though, demands your attention. You need to memorize this guy's moveset or you have no chance. On top of that, he's got a lot of health. And in fact, my battle axe is so unupgraded, I'm barely doing any damage to him. Oh my god. Alright. Stabs forward like that, usually follows that up with that, and then that. Yep. This guy doesn't mess around. I might be here for quite a while. I've embered myself up this time to give myself a better chance. What I can tell you, he is weak to thrust damage. He's also weak to dark, but I think my battle axe is so badly upgraded that it's not even helping that much, but one-handing a straight sword will do a thrust attack. So I'm gonna be doing that from now on, as it does take out quite a bit of his health. Now it's time to focus. Alright. I can't really explain how his attacks work. He's got a lot of them. You'll need to fight this guy yourself and feel them out for yourself, because I could try to explain them. I could try to say, dodge it this time after this thing, but really, I don't think I can tell you how to time dodges. I think I just have to let you do it. Oh god. That's a tough combo. He doesn't do that very often. But he can do it, and in that case, yeah. He's got a lot of hits there. I didn't even know you could swipe back again. Sometimes he likes to start an attack while you're healing, which is a deliberate choice. Oh my god. Just gonna take any opportunity I can see. Thanks, camera, for disengaging a lock-on. Oh yeah, he's gone. No need to worry about him anymore. He's just behind you. Okay. This doesn't do that much more damage, but the damage adds up. We got him halfway dead. Oh my god. I might have to take a break to upgrade the axe. Okay. When his health goes to almost over half, he does this to himself and will start to summon in a phantom clone of himself that fights along with him. I'm dead. Okay, the Phantom will attack first, and then the real one attacks with the same attack shortly afterwards. Most of the time. That time did not exactly happen. Oh god. I think oh god, he can also have some new attacks at his disposal, like that big magic attack. He can throw magic spears at you. He can do a huge fire AoE. Alright. He can do leap attacks too. It might be best not to lock on for this. I need to... oh god. I'm not doing very much damage at all. Oh god, that's the fire AoE I didn't know. Because it looks the same to me as his normal leap attack, really? Oh god. I can't tell what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I might die. I'm gonna die. Okay, come on. After this attempt, I might take a break to go upgrade my stuff. Those are the magic spears. It looks... oh god. It looks very similar to the telegraph for the big magic AoE, so don't be fooled. Okay. I knew the Phantom was going to attack first. The best thing to do is to try and kill the Phantom, but I'm barely doing any damage to the Phantom whatsoever, so this is going horribly. That attack's easy to dodge at least. Oh no, he's doing the stab. And I'm just in a world of hurt there. How many did that give? 9,000? Should be good.
Just good to see you in good health.
Good health, eh? I should have done these upgrades a long time ago. I realize I never upgraded Irithyll's Straight Sword, and I should do that. Doing that right now. In addition, let's get some Deep Battle Axe. We got a lot of large Titanite shards. Let's get it to +4. I've got a ton of large Let's do +5. There we go. This should give us a much greater chance against him. So a little trick I have yet to mention is you can, if you don't want your souls to just be trapped inside a boss arena, which is very reasonable, you can go fight the boss, pick up your souls, and then homeward bone out. You're allowed to homeward bone out, and this will allow you to keep your souls. Something that I should mention because it is good to know. Oh god. Damn it. I got hit by that one, so I was basically doomed to get hit by the second one. But honestly, it might not be a horrible idea to just leave your souls on the ground. Don't worry about picking them up. They might be a distraction from the fight. That's what I started doing when I fought this guy, because, like, this guy was my first biggest challenge in the whole game. Yeah, I like that damage output much more. 157. Crap. Sometimes he swings those so fast. There we go. Thank you for doing that. And not doing some other weird leap attack. I'm gonna get my souls. Now it's time to focus. I've taught you everything that I can. Nice. Thank fuck. That's a grab attack. If he hits you there, after he growls like that, that's a grab attack. Yeah, okay, good. Avoided it. Damn it. And I definitely recommend having 20 vigor or more for this fight. Okay, we want to get back out of this. That's the damage zone he's about to create. I think it stops now. He does attack if you're too close, though, so be careful of that. Now, can I run up and get some quick hits on this guy? Oh, look at that. So much better. All right. He's about to do that. Okay. Best to drop lock on. Try to focus your camera on both of them, which can be hard. Oh, god damn it. I almost dodged that. That went much better. Can you just stop? Please? Please, let me heal. Please, please, please! He's got unlimited stamina, pretty much. Okay, that was good. His Phantom is dead. That was the fire AoE. When his Phantom dies, he'll be on his own for a little while. He will eventually resummon it. And he does have the same new attacks. Is that... Okay, that's not a big explosion. He's trying to summon it. No, no, no. I cannot tell what he's doing. Heal now. Phantom's got one hit. I even remember that attack from when he used it last. And I didn't do it. Fuck. Fuck me. I need to heal. I'm so... He's never done a follow-up after the big slam. I guess he can do that. I guess he can just lift his sword off the ground in half a second and be ready to swing again. Sure, okay, buddy. I think I might try something new. I might try Irithyll Straightsword thrust attacks, and then use the Deep Axe for killing the Phantom. Because killing the Phantom's like the biggest importance in the second phase. Dealing with both of them at the same time sucks. You don't want that. Nice. Didn't mean to do a jump attack there, but that happened. Yeah, they're doing about the same amount of damage. That was dumb of me, I was out of stamina. Doing more damage with the axe, actually. Just doesn't feel like it, somehow. Back up, back up. That's fine, I just took like a little glimpse of damage. Whoa, okay. Never really done that before. Can you summon your dude? Summon it. Damn it. Thank you for doing that. He is actually susceptible to frostbite as well, so the Irithyll Straightsword could help a bit. His Phantom takes a lot of damage from this. Damn it. This should be it. It's not it. Yes! That was it. Just took a little while. And I didn't even lose my souls, although I never picked them up. Alright. So, in my humble opinion, Pontiff Sulyvahn, if we're going to talk about required bosses, I think he's the hardest one in the game. No boss before this point has demanded that much from me. Some of them have been hard. Vort's hard. Abyss Watchers are hard. But to make up for that, they don't have that much health. You don't really have to learn them that much. This guy, though, he's got a lot of health. He's got the Phantom in the second phase. You really need to get his attack patterns down. He's the first boss that demands your attention. And as a result, he was the boss that I spent the longest on my first playthrough trying to beat. If you look back in my channel, I uploaded a video of me beating him for the first time. That was, like, attempt number 67 at least. It took me 3 hours across 2 gameplay sessions to get this guy down, and there were so many deaths, so many frustrating moments. I never full-on raged, thankfully, and no other boss in the whole game, with maybe one exception, and keep in mind that I haven't actually fought every boss quite yet. There's an implied double eyes emoji to this one, to that comment. I don't know how much total time I spent on the other boss, but it could have been longer. But in my opinion, in terms of required bosses, I think if you can beat Pontiff Sulyvahn, you're clear to beat the rest of the game. It does not get much harder than him. There are some bosses from this point on that might give you a run for your money, but take comfort in knowing that this guy is probably going to be the hardest it's ever going to get. In my opinion, anyway. Now let's take a well-deserved rest at Firelink Shrine. We'll start with soul transposition. Oh, actually, wait. I have to actually read the soul's description first. Pontiff Sulyvahn of Irithyll imprisoned a god of the old royalty in the abandoned cathedral to be fed to the devourer. Well, geez. Someone's a little evil. Sulyvahn is pretty much the most evil character in any Dark Souls game. Most of the other bosses have some kind of, like, morally justified reason of fighting you. That guy's just a piece of crap, which makes his high difficulty all the more annoying. His soul unlocks the Great Sword of Judgment and the Profaned Greatsword. It unlocks the two swords he used. This is the Fire Sword, the Fire Profaned Greatsword. Long ago, when Sulyvahn was yet a young sorcerer, he discovered the profaned capital and an unfading flame below a distant tundra of Irithyll, and a burning ambition took root within him. Temporarily summon the profaned flame. Great Sword of Judgment, a ceremonial sword held in Pontiff Sulyvahn's left hand, representing the judgment of the moon, but with magic far closer to sorcery than any existing lunar power. Its dark blue hues, deeper than the darkest moon, reflect Sorcerer Sulyvahn's true nature. Stance of Judgment. Unleash dark magic. Use normal attack for a lunging thrust and strong attack to mid-side sweeping weave. I love this weapon, and I'm getting it. The reason why I increased my strength and dexterity earlier is so I could wield this. It's exactly enough to wield it. 17, 15, and 12 intelligence. This greatsword is awesome. I'm gonna put it on instead of the Deep Battle Axe for now, just to show you how awesome it is. I tend to prefer to one-hand it, surprisingly enough, because it has those huge sweeps like that. Two-handing it causes it to go a little more diagonal or a little more straight ahead, and I think maybe the strong attack. Yeah, the strong attack is still a big sweep, but still, these are much faster, and they do a decent amount of damage, so I don't feel like I'm behind or anything. Hey, Shrine Handmaid, do you want a pile of shit?
Gracious.
Gracious! Excrement-covered ashes give you blue bug pellets, infinite blooming purple moss clumps. I believe she sold these, a limited amount of these before. And as well as dung pies and stock dung pies. So I didn't need to sell them to her. She's already got some of her own. I'm gonna get some embers back since I did use a couple of them, and we might as well, take some of her ember. And I'll take this too, to go along with the Divine Blessing. Hidden Blessing fully restores FP. There is a graven Lothric that sees no visitors, a dark place where rootless warriors rest. The Queen of Lothric alone cared to wish the poor souls good fortune. Aww. I think I'd rather focus the rest of my souls on buying stuff more. And as we can see, Grey Rat has returned from his pillage now that we've defeated a boss.
Oh, then we're both safe and sound. Thank the gods for that. I don't like cutting things so close. I might have died if it wasn't for that peculiar onion knight. But in the end, it all paid off. Take a good look. They're sure to be of some use.
Buddy, it's not you might have died, it's you would have died. Grey Rat's second mission is a lot more dangerous than the first one. If you talk to Siegvard in the kitchen, he will move to his next location once you go away from him, and he will not be there to rescue Grey Rat, who will otherwise die. There is another option of rescuing Grey Rat, but I'll get to that a bit later. From Irithyll, Grey Rat has brought back another Divine Blessing and another Hidden Blessing. Did I buy his first one? Or did he never... Maybe he didn't have a Hidden Blessing for the first one. 3 Twinkling Titanite, which are quite expensive, I can understand. 3 Titanite Scales, a Scholar's Candlestick, a Lothric Knight Sword, a Lothric Knight Greatsword, a Lothric Knight Long Spear, a Knight's Crossbow, okay, there. Lothric Knight Shield and a Lothric Knight Great Shield, Moonlight arrows, Dragon Slayer Great Arrows, Dragon Slayer Lightning Arrows, and Lightning Bolts. Ha 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 ha. Very punny. Lightning has been a weapon of Dragon Slayers ever since the time of Gwyn the First Lord. So, lightning is effective against dragons, which is notable because the Dark Souls 1 opening cutscene demonstrates that. Gwyn uses lightning against the dragons.
Goodbye.
So let's move on to you.
Back again. Perfect.
I would like to buy some of your other sorceries, because I do eventually plan to buy every sorcery that he has. There's a reason why. I'm going to buy that. Let's go with Spook. Who knows, maybe I'll find a use for that. I think I'll stop there, though.
Oh, I have something for you.
You do?
You're a fine sorcerer now. No mistake.
I'm just fine, aren't
You
I?
should have something to prove it. Go on. If I'm giving something away, you'd better well take it.
Young Dragon Ring.
Come again.
Boost sorceries. I like how the description is kind of boring. Just boost sorceries, you know. I proposed to the Dragon School. I think we've read this already. Okay, boost sorceries. Thanks, bud. Oh, part of the reason I was getting so many souls from them is this ring. Maybe I'll take that off. Let's boost sorceries. Let's help our poor little soul arrow out a bit.
Oh, Chatty.
I also want to buy some of these miracles. I'll go with the less expensive ones like Force. Force is pretty basic, and that. For now.
Have a pleasant journey.
I don't plan on using too many of these. Most of them I'm probably going to use as like heavy soul arrow, maybe soul spear, but I just thought I'd get them to, you know, have them, add them to the collection. Wow, I have barely upgraded this thing. Let's fix that. Let's fix it again. There we go. How about we get Fire Orb? I actually have enough intelligence and faith to use it. I had it from the beginning. How about we try that sometime? That actually sounds pretty cool. What items do you have? Oh, yes. I actually want this. Let's get that added to the collection. The Great Sword of Judgment here is upgraded using Titanite Scales, and I think I'm going to upgrade it right away in order to give it a little boost. It's worth noting that upgrading weapons can also increase their scaling, which you can see down there, attribute bonus. It can go from D to C or C to B. It's the same sort of system as letter grades. And naturally, the higher the grade is, the more it scales. I'll take the assassin set off your hands. Of course, I'm skipping out on all the helmets because I don't plan on wearing too many helmets. Although I might buy the knight's helm to complete the set, because the knight's set does look kind of weird without it, I will admit. One thing I forgot to mention earlier that I'd like to bring attention to real quick. Back in episode 2, I showed off Velka, the Goddess of Sin, but I never went over what Dissolution is. Dissolution has to do with the hollowing mechanic, which we are now free of. Dissolution is the same effect as the purging stones you can buy from Yuria, if she were around. They reset your hollowing back to 0, and if you die again, you'll get hollowing back again. It's just an alternate way of doing it. It tends to cost more souls, though, because the cost of Dissolution depends on your soul level, which is just kind of weird to me, since you can buy purging stones from Yuria, and if you heal the Dark Sigil, it goes away. But, fun fact, that didn't used to happen. In the launch version of Dark Souls 3, healing the Dark Sigil with the Firekeeper did not reset your hollowing, like it does now. So you'd actually have to either use however many purging stones you've gotten, or use Dissolution to revert yourself back to human form. Kinda weird, but they patched that in. Now, I have forgotten to show this guy, which is quite unfortunate. He's been here ever since we encountered him in the tower.
You're alive. Now, hold your horses. Let's have a nice talk about this. I'll come clean. I did you wrong. I didn't mean it, though. Not one bit. You get these urges, running the business and all, and I hate myself for it. I do. You know what I mean. Terrible, really. But I can see you'll forgive me. You're alive, after all. And that's what counts, right?
I am alive. Now. But I did die, thanks to you. No.
Oh, for heaven's sake. No need to jest with a face like that. You're still alive, and I'm here grovelling in the dirt, so to speak. Oh, I know. Here. A token of my sincerity. Right and proper, huh?
Rusted gold coin. Actually, not too bad, if only I wanted items. Actually, there is an item I want. So, thank you.
We're just a couple of outcasts. Let's make the best of it.
Outcasts, huh? So now he becomes a more permanent merchant. He still wants your money, and you've gotta give it to him. Well, you only have to give it to him if you want to give Siegvard his armor. I've already bought it and given it back, so instead, I'll take the black leather set off your hands. Literally, because I bought the gloves, right? I guess I'll forgive you for now. At least that is the final time that he does something, that he does you wrong, in his words.
Thanks, sweetie.
If you call me that one more time, I might change my mind, buddy. Alright, before I forget. The other way to save Greyrat involves Patches, if he is inside the shrine. Make sure to get him to show up here before sending Greyrat if you want to be safe. And you can get him to show up here by, like, going up to the tower and whatnot, doing all that. If you send Greyrat to pillage, Patches will ask where he's gone. If you tell him, he'll go and rescue him, I guess. The Fextra Life Wiki seems to think that you have to kill a boss other than Pontiff Sulyvahn in order to save Greyrat this time. Obviously, going down the Siegvard rescue route, you can kill Pontiff Sulyvahn and it'll be just fine. I'm not completely sure about that, but I think if you do talk to Siegvard or you go down into that other place we haven't been to yet, then Siegvard will move to his next location and won't be available to rescue Greyrat, so you can send Patches to do it instead. That's the gist of it. I don't know exactly how it works, so take my instructions with a grain of salt. It might be safer to just not talk to Siegvard. If you have talked to Siegvard, I'm sorry, it might be a little too late. Before I forget this time, Undead Bone Shard, let's burn it! Oh yeah, and a small upgrade to my Sorcerer's Staff, because don't forget, your magic staves can be upgraded as well. And I think it boosts the attack power of the spell. I think the attack power combines with some hidden value in the spell to make the damage you see. And then, of course, enemy defenses and stuff gets applied. Sure. I need something to use Titanite shards on anyway. And then I can just buy them back from you. Right. That shall be it for this episode. Quite a long one, but I'm not surprised. The city's quite big. City of Irithyll is quite big. Next time on Dark Souls 3, we head deeper into the city of Irithyll and see what lies ahead. Thank you all for watching, if you did watch, and as always, I will see you all in the future.